to November. Snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Mariota on first down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Mariota. Being chased out left. And he fires one incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw again on second down. Mariota. He completes it to Julio Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Well, the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put it in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10. This is Mostert. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down. 18 yards to go. Here's Wilson to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for Green Bay. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Looking for Ruggs again, and he's got him again. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown. Mostert, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. I know it's still just the first half, but we'll see if that 2 points looms large later.
I would have kicked it. And I know that they were trying to equal the score, but sometimes you kind of get seduced into that. It's the first half. Kick the extra point and continue to play so you don't have to chase points later.
McCaffrey on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
They just get the playoff. Now Mariota. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10. Down at the 31. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flushed out right. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. Touchdown! Darren Waller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Mariota will look to throw. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Antonio Gibson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Third and 2, now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Hassan Reddick racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Mariota. They'll roll him out right. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. First carry for James Conner, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try to run it. This is Conner. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is Gibson. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They go play action with Wilson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On second down, Mostert. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Isaiah Simmons in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, a run with Mostert. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They go play action now. Wilson. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Isaiah Simmons in there for the sack. And he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Here's Mecole Hardman. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
This is Conner running right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now a handoff coming left. Conner. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Dancing to his left. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Conner going to try and run it. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
And now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side with Connor. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. They'll run here with Connor. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Once again, it's Connor. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wilson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Mostert. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard at the 18-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
They hand it off to Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Mostert. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On third and goal, Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Play action. It's Wilson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. We'll give him 9 yards on the second down screen play. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys and plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now it's Wilson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Here's Mostert. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Green Bay.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to the running game with Mostert. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Mostert. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. They'll try and throw for it. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
McCaffrey on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
At the 36-yard line.
From the 36, Mariota rolling to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They go play action. Mariota. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, it's Connor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Now it's Connor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's a handoff to Connor. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. On play action, Mariota. And he's got it. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the balls are right.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. James Conner taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, he's got him in the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 31, Wilson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Isaiah Simmons, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Wilson. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. Open man is Denzel Mims. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Again, Wilson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. This is Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And it's a Packers touchdown. Raheem Mostert. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Wilson going to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Mariota on first down. Flushed out right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Escaping the pressure right. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On 3rd down, Mariota towards the end zone for Brown. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth-quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. Wilson's throw there complete to Ruggs. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Henry Ruggs, 75 yards. And the Packers get a score closer. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. In one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 70.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Off the play fake, Mariota. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Play action now. Mariota out to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Hollywood, Marquise Brown from 8 yards out. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Vikings are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Second down, here's Mostert again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Packers on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Fourth down, here's Wilson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. First down, Mariota. That's caught by Water out left side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
First down to the 27-yard line.
A first down throw for Mariota. Oh, he bowls over it. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First down and goal to go.
Throwing is Mariota. He'll buy some time right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Second down and goal. Mariota eluding the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Third and goal, Mariota. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. 4th down, Mariota. Steps away. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now it's Wilson. Rolling to his left. Room to run past midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the touchdown. Curtis Samuel ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Throwing here, Mariota. Man open left side as well. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Play fake. Mariota sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Mariota buying time to his left. Touchdown, Vikings! Marquise Brown from 3 yards out. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 1st down, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Wilson to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Mariota here to throw. Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 45 yards. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that.
There he goes, left side. The 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
One last shot for Wilson. That's caught. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. They'll run on first down. Connor. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.